Hey guys, me and the team at OptimizeReach.com made this video to let you watch over my shoulder as I create a new Google Ads search campaign from scratch. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your ad group with proper settings for keywords and bidding. This is part of a video series where I go step by step through all the best settings to give you the control you need to properly manage a Google ad, as well as some of the costly mistakes you need to make sure you avoid. So let's get started. In this video, we're going to set up our ad group. In our previous video, we did all of our campaign settings for our new campaign. And if you didn't check that one out, please go to our YouTube channel and you can see all the videos in this series there. For this ad group, the group type is going to be standard, not dynamic. It's going to be standard. We're going to name our ad group. In our previous video, we said we're going to create a Google ad for a carpet cleaning company in Phoenix, Arizona. And we're going to continue on with that ad in this video. So our ad group name will just be carpet cleaning. And now we go to our default bid. So we selected for our campaign setting to have our bidding settings set for manual cost per click. We said we could also make the bidding work for maximize clicks. So we're bidding an amount, we're setting an amount right now to be the maximum amount we would pay per click for the entire group. So I'm going to just put $4 in right now. And that means that unless I go in and make a change, the most I'll pay for any click in this ad group will be $4. This is the maximum. There's going to be plenty of times I get a click and I'm going to pay less than $4. This number here is the maximum that I will pay unless I make a change to my campaign settings. And that's why it's so important to take control of your campaign, to make sure you're properly managing your budget, have your settings for your bids at manual cost per click or maximize clicks. Those would be the two settings we would advise. For your keywords, Google here is now going to help you get some ideas of the keywords to use for your campaign. Now, there's other videos in this series where we go over how to do proper keyword research and how to use the Google Keyword Planner. So if you've never used the Google Keyword Planner before, it's a really powerful tool. It's totally free. Check out the video. Here's a taste of how that would work. If we type in our website or we type in the page where we want each of these clicks to go to, Google will scan the page and give you keyword ideas. So I've typed in a few of the basics just off the top of my head. We're a carpet cleaning service. We do carpet cleaning, stain removal, steam cleaning. I'm going to let Google do the rest when I hit Get Keywords. And from here, Google is going to produce 10 to 100 or hundreds of ideas. So here's the list they produced. It's important to go through this list because not every single one of these ideas is going to apply to what you're trying to do. As an example, so this says upholstery cleaner. I might not clean upholstery. Rug cleaner. Maybe I don't do these, so I want to eliminate them from the keywords that I want to have in my ad group. Now here's the other important part. So we can look here and see daily estimates and daily budget, and the daily budget, the daily estimates, and our default bid all work together. So our daily estimate is based on the keywords here in this list and our bid amount and our budget amount. If we go with this list and a default bid of $4 and a budget of $20, we can get approximately 2 clicks a day. Maybe this cost per day works for you, you're happy with it, spending $7 a day is kind of what you were looking to, or maybe it's much too low and you want to add to that. The other number that will affect this daily estimate is the location setting that you would have entered in the settings for the campaign. It will ask you to select your location. So that is the final category that will make an impact on this daily estimates. The bid amount, the budget amount, the location, and the keywords. All of these will work together. And you can do a lot more research, in-depth research on this with the Google Keyword Planning tool. We're not going to cover it in this video, but it is another tool that really can help you get these numbers exactly where you want them to be. And again, if I wasn't happy with this, I wanted to get more clicks, the first place I would go to would be the Google Keyword Planner. It will give you more ideas and it will really let you play with these numbers. The next important part of this process is to know that the keyword ideas that Google is giving you are all based on a broad match keyword. Keywords can be set for one of 3 match types: broad match, phrase match, exact match. The keyword match types are very important because this will determine when your ad gets triggered. Broad match is the default setting that Google goes to. As long as the search query is contextually similar to the keyword you're targeting, this could trigger your ad to show. That's one of the reasons why when we entered carpet cleaning as an idea, upholstery cleaning came up, because it's similar. Or rug shampooer. It's clearly not the same thing. It is related, and that would be something that Google looks to, like, this word is related, we are going to run your ad if this comes up. I would tell you to avoid using broad match for your keyword if possible. Broad match is the keyword setting that can cause your campaign to get really costly really quick. I would definitely recommend either phrase match or exact match when you enter in your keyword. So for phrase match, when we enter in our keyword, if we want it to be a phrase match type, we put quotation marks around it. If we want our keyword to be an exact match, we put brackets around the keyword. If you do not know what match types are and you need a refresher course, we did a video in this video series all about match types. It's a very important topic, so definitely check that out. But I wouldn't want to go with many of these. Let's just say I liked carpet cleaner. I would make it a phrase match. But if I start changing these from broad match to phrase match, it will affect my daily estimate. My ad won't run as many times. It won't be triggered as many times. Sometimes that's good for you because this number here that came up, the daily estimate, was way too high. You didn't have the budget for it. So in some cases, limiting that was a good thing. In some cases, it's bad. Some cases, you've got a lot more of a budget to run. You need your ad to be run more often, and that's when you really have to go to the Google Keyword Research tool. There are times when you can run broad match, but I wouldn't start with broad match. Whereas Google might recommend you starting off with broad match and changing it later. You could waste a lot of money doing that. I would start with phrase match and exact match. And if you needed to add broad match later, do that. Go that route. And it's just one example of learning early on. Some of Google's recommendations are good, but not all of them are going to give you the control you want. Many of Google's recommendations are just going to cost you money. So this is one right from the start. Don't start with a bunch of broad match keywords. Start with phrase match. And if you're not happy with how many clicks it's showing that you'll get, maybe you can increase the locations. And watch our other videos. We'll give you other ideas on how to get more. But I wouldn't just start going to broad match. It won't help you in many cases. Your return on investment won't necessarily benefit from your ad running more times. So I've got my keywords. I've got my default bid. I've got my budget, my daily estimates. And the other thing to look at here on the daily estimates, you can see I added enough keywords to get my clicks high enough to use all of my budget. And you can see here the average cost per click was $2.74. Even though I set my default bid for 4, again, that's just my maximum. On average, I'm going to be spending a lot less than that. And I can also show you other ways that you can make sure you're spending as little as possible per click. So there are definitely things that you can do when you set up your ads and before we go live to make sure you're keeping that number as low as possible. Now you just click on Save and Continue, and you're done with setting up your ad group. In our next video, we'll create a responsive ad and a text ad. As you'll soon find out, there are lots of parts creating a successful Google ad. All the videos in this series can be found on our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our digital marketing training videos. That's it for this video. See you next time.